What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing? It's time for the weekly forecast. How y'all doing? Weekly forecast time. I was thinking about starting on the extended readings today, but nah, man, we got to get that weekly forecast. We got to get something on the table for all the signs. So you know what to do if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All the information on how you can go about doing that is in the description box of this video. All right, let's jump on into this. Let's jump on in. Oh yeah, also too, I'm going to be joining an event in Texas in April on the day of the eclipse. Right there at the spot of the eclipse, there's going to be this huge spiritual conference. And I'm going to be there. The Leo King is going to be there. We're going to be speaking. We're going to be doing an episode of our podcast, The Awakening Experience. And there's going to be a bunch of other people there too. Some people from, I believe, the History Channel, who have been on the History Channel. It's going to be a badass event. You can go to teamlight.com. The last I heard, it was getting close to being sold out. Tickets are super cheap. Teamlight.com. Rion is throwing that event. I forgot to mention that. I need to put that in the description of my videos, though. Go to teamlight.com. Y'all can check it out. All right. Let's jump on into this. Let's see what we got for Aries. What messages do we have for Aries for the week? What important messages do we have for Aries for the week? Let's see. Uh-oh, 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. I just have to say this. For those of you who may have been curious as to whether or not you were being used, that's the card for it right there. Thank you, Holly, for that super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, boom. Oh, okay. So this is something that you're healing from. Some of you are healing from somebody that took advantage of you in the past. But we got the Death card and the Tower card both reversed right here, which could indicate, I think somebody is wanting a reconciliation attempt here. I'm thinking that one of you is thinking about a reconciliation attempt. But we have the Two of Swords and the Two of Wands both reversed. So it kind of feels like both of you have made up your minds, but reconciliation is still being thought about. It's still being thought about. See, you've been on a healing journey, and you've been doing a lot more healing than you know. And with the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, both reversed right next to each other, some of you could have been involved in a third-party situation. Oh, and the Three of Swords. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles. Only thing we're missing is the Three of Wands. This person keeps a very close eye on you, though. They do keep a very close eye on you. But, yeah, I don't know. I think they're thinking about coming forward. They're thinking about it, contemplating it. Thinking about it and contemplating it. But so far, it's not really looking like a whole lot's happening here with the Seven of Pentacles. It's not a very action-packed card. All we're getting mainly here is cards of healing. That's really, I think, the main focus of this spread right here. Some of you, the universe shoved you in this position so that it would not, I can't really say that you're being forced to heal, but you have very little to no choice but to heal from this. And I think, honestly, for those of you who resonate with this message, if you've been kind of stuck on a path by yourself for a little bit, either by yourself or no matter who you connect with, it's just y'all ain't vibing. You're just not forming serious connections. I think a lot of you, your actual person is due to come in. And you're not a vibrational match to your actual person. until you heal from this. I think the healing process from this is going to turn you into an actual frequency match to your actual person. Well, let's look and see what actions the person from the past has taken real quick. 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords. Nah, they busy putting on a show, making it look like they've healed, but they're really not. I think they're just trying to convince you that they've healed, but they're not. They're actually very lonely and broken. So whatever little facade you see them putting on, they're full of shit. They're full of shit. They're a lot more hurt than you know, but it doesn't look like they're actually taking action towards you. They are spending all of their time trying to put on a show to make it look like they're happy. It doesn't look like a lot of action is happening here. Who's the next person due to come in? Let's see. Like I told you, it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game before this person can come in. Yup. Hermit card, 3 of Wands. The universe is kind of putting you on a path by yourself right now. Kind of putting you on a path by yourself, because when the next person does come in, it's going to be very quick and unexpected. Like I said, I think a lot of you have your actual person due to come in. And when it, again, like I've said a million times, you have to be a vibrational match. Okay. Whenever you attract a person into your life, doesn't matter who it is, that person is a vibrational match. What manifests between the two of you depends on your vibration. So that's why I think it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game. There's some lessons that needed to be learned from that past experience, some wisdom that needed to be extracted. And not only do you extract those wisdoms and those lessons, but you have to actually apply it and start really applying that to your path moving forward. And when you least expect it, you're going to end up connecting with this person. It'll probably be inconvenient too, to be honest with you. I could see that being a little bit inconvenient when you're focused on anything and everything else. So, is there any advice? Any advice for Aries? Ooh, monitor your vibration. Just constantly monitor your frequency. Look, I don't care what image people try to put on the internet. Walking a spiritual path doesn't mean you spend 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, glowing, floating on a cloud, and shitting rainbows. That's not what a spiritual path is. A spiritual path means you're constantly acknowledging your frequency and your vibration. We're all humans. We all dip down into low vibrational states. We all have our own preferences. We have things that piss us off. You know, we're humans. We're all humans. But keeping a constant eye on that and constantly monitoring that. And when you dip down into a low vibrational state, acknowledging that to yourself and putting forth the effort to pull yourself up out of it. Because time is speeding up, manifestations are speeding up. So now, where 7 or 8 years ago, it would take, I don't know, a few days for a thought to actually manifest itself into your reality, not no more. You can let a negative thought run through your head today for 10 to 15 minutes, and it can manifest itself later that day. Like, for real. Speeding up. So just keep an eye on your vibration constantly. Primary law is the law of vibration. So finding happiness and abundance in your heart first is the goal. That's the actual goal. It's tricky. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is the goal. We got to be working on that. And your person going to show up when you least expect it. All right. What messages do we have for Taurus for the week? Taurus. What messages do we have for Taurus? What kind of situation are they dealing with? Uh-oh, the Page of Cups is reversed. Two of Wands is reversed too. Some of you have been trying to work on manifesting a specific person. You have to be very careful with that. Very careful with that. But whoever this is that you're inquiring about, could be somebody at the workplace for some of you. Oh, man, I don't know. With the 2 and the 3 of Pentacles, I know it's not going to be a workplace situation for everybody, but maybe this person's really, really, really busy with work, struggling with finances. And that's what this person is concentrating and focusing on, anything and everything else but love. And I feel like you might be getting kind of tired of waiting on this, because communication, very little to none, if any at all. A love offer looks like it's not happening. So ultimately, a new start in love is not happening. Judgment in the reverse. If this is I don't feel like this is past person energy here. Could be for some of you. But the majority of this spread feels like a potential new person, is what this feels like to me. A potential love interest. So I'm honestly actually feeling like, you know, this feels to me like the person you have your eye on is actually not the next person due to come in. That's what this feels like to me. I feel like you're linking up and connecting with somebody who's not even really the person that you currently have on your mind right now. Yeah, see, 7 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Yeah, you're connecting with somebody who I don't think is the person you have on your mind. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to do yours like I did Aries. For those of you inquiring about a past person, how's the past person currently feeling about Taurus? They're trying to ignore you, and they're trying to forget that this ever happened. Just basically trying to block it out and ignore it. Are they taking any actions toward Taurus? They're focused on their work and their finances, keeping themselves busy and distracted so they can forget about it. Queen of Coins. Yeah. Who's the next person due to come in? High Priestess reversed. King of Coins. I think it's going to be somebody you wouldn't really expect. It might possibly, by the time the 2 of you come together, for some of you, it could be somebody that you know that you wouldn't expect to connect with like that. Like maybe somebody, for example, I'm just going to use the example at the workplace. Somebody at the workplace that you're aware of their existence, but you never really expected to connect with them that way. And then one weekend you're at the fair or the carnival and you run into this person and you all hit it off. Again, I'm just using that as an example, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be for the majority of you, somebody that you know that you just wouldn't have expected. When it comes to the actual person, if you have somebody on your mind that you've been waiting on, I don't think that's going to happen. If it was meant to happen, you wouldn't have been sitting around waiting for so long. If it was really somebody that the universe wanted in your life, the overwhelming majority of the time, again, there's always exceptions to everything, but the majority of the time when somebody is due to come in, you ain't going to have to sit around and wait and wonder. They coming in. Do we have any advice? Ooh. Well, first things first, try not to compare the next person that's due to come in to the last person who hurt you. Now, I'm not saying forget about everything that happened in the past. There's nothing wrong with addressing a red flag if you see one, but don't dump all this energy into looking for a red flag, and dump all this energy into thinking about them and thinking about the past person. Constantly looking back and comparing them, because that greatly increases the chances of manifesting what you're worried about. Greatly. Also, to do the best that you can to relinquish expectations. The best way to go about it, y'all, and this is hard for some people, Well, I mean, it's hard for me too, but I'm telling you, the best way to go about it, don't be pushy. Don't be demanding. Step back and let them do whatever the hell they want. And they'll show you what they want. Very simple. It can be painful sometimes, though. It can be painful. But if you just let somebody do what they want and be who they are, they'll show you what they want. And they'll show you who they are. Quickest, easiest way to weed through somebody that you don't need in your life. It can be painful, but it's quick and it's efficient. All right, Gemini. What messages do we have for Gemini? Gemini. Messages do we have for Gemini? Five of Swords in the reverse. That kind of feels like somebody from the past that doesn't want bad blood with you anymore. Somebody's thinking about squashing the beef, I think. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, you getting to work, though, ain't you? Yeah, Emperor, Eight of Pentacles. This feels to me like a whole lot of you, when it comes to the past, when it comes to all the heartbreak, when it comes to all the drama of 2023, a lot of you are really, really zeroing in and saying, nah, you know what? 2024 is going to be different. So, bam. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just focus on nothing but me, my healing, my goals, and transforming myself in my life with that Emperor, Eight of Pentacles energy there. Some of y'all could be starting a new job possibly too. But what did I just get done telling Aries? Right when you least expect it, I think somebody new is coming in. When it comes to the past person, I'm kind of feeling like somebody from the past kind of wants closure, but they're a little bit afraid to come forward. And you intuitively know this, don't you? You intuitively know this, but you can't quite prove it. Why are they afraid to come forward? Because the Seven of Wands. Because they're afraid that you're still mad at them. They're afraid it'll turn into an argument. So they're probably afraid of what you would have to say. And they also assume that you're probably already in a new relationship with the Ten of Cups there. So, could be an Aries for some of you. Also have Cancer. Aries again. All right. Let's see first. Person from the past. See if they're making any moves, taking any action. Is the person from the past taking any action towards Gemini? They might end up coming forward. They very well may. Yeah, I'm thinking you're eventually going to end up hearing from this person. What are their intentions? What are their actual intentions? Hangman. And the Magician. I don't even think they know what their intentions are. I don't think they really have an actual plan. I don't think that it's all that thought through. I think they just feel serious, unfinished business, and at least they want to clear the air. They at least want to clear the air. I think they're just curious about how you feel. They're just curious about how you feel. Who's the next person due to come in? Ooh, you're starting a whole new cycle. You cleared a karmic cycle, and you're starting a whole new cycle. So, yeah, I am kind of thinking that eventually at some point, a closure of a past cycle is going to have to happen. It doesn't always necessarily have to happen before the next person comes in. But even if the next person does come in, it's probably going to still be very, very important for your energetic pathway moving forward, that you tie up any loose ends and flip any unturned stones from the past. Because the next person due to come in is going to be on a totally different level. It's going to be on a different level, a whole different energetic dynamic, which that requires you to be in a very specific headspace and a very specific heart space. That new life that you want, that's unlike anything you've ever experienced before, is going to demand a totally different version of you. What's the advice? What is the advice? Get ready. This is one of them things, I think collectively, we're all heading into a new cycle. All of us, collectively, ready or not. This is one of them ready or not type things. If you're ready and you ride the waves and you go with it, you'll probably be all right. If you ain't ready and you want to fight against it, well, then you're probably going to have a bad time. Probably going to have a bad time if you're not ready. Because this is one of them things collectively, ready or not. So I would get ready for it if I was you. I would be willing to step into a new cycle, which can very frequently be uncomfortable. Be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Remember, every new cycle is some other cycle's end. And the cycle that you just completed, at one point, that was weird, strange, and uncomfortable too. Right? And then it became your new norm, and it became comfortable after a while. It became what you were used to. And that process is about to start all over again. All right, Cancer. Cancer, what messages do we have? Ooh, Page of Wands. Some of y'all are walking away from some drama. Feel like y'all are walking away from somebody who is incredibly immature. Looks to me kind of like you're jumping right straight into something new too. Because the way this comes out, it says that you're walking away from the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is arguably the most immature character in the tarot. I mean, none of the pages are mature, but the Page of Wands, I think, has them all beat, honestly. Could be a fire sign for some of you. Could be an Aries with the Fool card right down here. But Fool card, Knight of Cups, and the Karmic Wheel for you too. Jumping right straight into something new. Right straight in. But whoever this is you're walking away from is convinced that you will be back. They're convinced. And they're waiting. I'm not thinking that's going to happen, though. I'm not thinking so. Even if you have been on and off with this person, it feels like it's for real this time. I know some of you were on and off, some of you weren't, but especially to those of you who were on and off with this person, this is the real deal this time, isn't it? This is the real daggone deal. So they're going to be waiting a while. Well, let's look at the person from the past and see if they're taking any action towards you. World card reversed. They just have unfinished business. I don't see them trying to get closure. Queen of Wands reversed. What's this person's energy and intentions? And their feelings. Their feelings, energy, and intentions. Page of Swords reversed. I think they're just nosy, honestly. They just nosy. It's kind of like they don't want to be with you, but they don't want anybody else to be with you either. They don't want you, but they don't want you moving on with your life at the same time. You know how people get caught up in that delusional fairy tale world where where, you know, they don't want you, but they don't want you to go heal and do better. They don't want you to go off and get with nobody else either. They're just nosy. I think they're nosy. They just want to see bad things happen to you. That's all. They probably would like it if you were just laying around missing them and wanting them. I think honestly though, they would love to be able to turn you down. Who's the next person coming in? 7 of coins. 10 of swords reversed. Sun card reversed. I think some of you might end up jumping into this really, really quickly. Really quickly. It's going to be something you jump into real quick, and then you're kind of stepping back like, oh, shit. Should I have done that? Did I jump into this too quick? I see you questioning whether or not you made the right decision. What's the advice? That's all that's telling me there. It's not telling me nothing else other than that. I know it doesn't sound like much, but that's literally all that came through. What's the advice? 2 of Cups. So relax. Even if you do jump into something real quick, like I just got done saying a couple of signs ago, whenever somebody is supposed to be in your life, they're going to be there. They're going to be there. So if you're even able to jump in real quick, you and this person are together for some reason. Some reason. What's the reason? We don't know yet. But the universe brought the two of you together for some reason. So just relax. Take shit slow. Look for red flags. And if you see a red flag, bring it up, lay it on the table, and talk about it. Seems like people like to treat red flags one or two ways. They either like to stuff it under the rug and pretend that it never happened, or they want to take off and run from it, you know? Now, within reason, I'm not saying if you find out this person is living a double life as a crack addicted hooker on the weekends, okay? If you find that out, absolutely run. But within reason, whenever a red flag pops up, let's talk about it. Shine light on it. Actions not matching up with their words, you know. Bring it up. Say something. Like a mature adult. Like a mature adult. Don't be rude about it. Don't be bitchy. Don't be nasty. Just be like, yay, I could have heard you wrong, but I could have swore a couple of days ago you said this. Now you're saying that. Did I hear that wrong? Correct me if I'm wrong. What's the deal with that? I could have swore you said you were going to do this, but now you're doing this. Was that a misunderstanding on my part? Like, just be a mature adult about it. What you're doing is you're shining light on the fact that I'm watching you. I'm paying attention. Because, you know, whenever somebody starts doing that, especially like in a new relationship, there's one of two things happening. Either A, they're blowing smoke up your ass and they think you're stupid. Or B, maybe they're just trying way too hard to put their best foot forward. You know, and sometimes if you're trying real hard to put your best foot forward, you might let shit slip out trying to impress somebody that isn't very true or just isn't really something that you would normally say, you know. Just let it be known. Oh, damn. Cancer watching me. Cancer paying attention. I better start either paying attention to what I say, or if I say something, I better put some action behind it and stay consistent with it. Just let that be known in the beginning, because I don't care who you are. Don't care what your sign is. Every relationship has red flags. Every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them. We all humans. We're all flawed. We all got red flags. It's what are we going to do about it and how are we going to work through them in the beginning? That's what needs to be addressed. We don't just want to ignore them. And we don't necessarily have to run from them either, unless you choose to. That's up to you, but it's not always all that necessary. All right, Leo. 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 Oh. What messages do we have for Leo? What messages do we have? King of Wands, that's all you, boo-boo. That's got Leo written all over it right there. All right, Fool card reversed. Ah, this is a past person. Death card reversed, Fool card reversed. So, something from the past kind of feels like this drained the life force energy out of you. Kind of feels like it. I think they probably spent some time trying to see if they could get your attention, trying to get some sort of reaction out of you, and it didn't work. It didn't work. Plus, like I said, I feel like you're connecting with somebody new anyways. So you connect with somebody new. You're not responding or reacting to or playing that game in any way with the past person. They're probably a little bit intimidated by you for real. Probably. It feels kind of like they see you like you don't need nobody. You good. You know, so they're probably just going to give up on this and let the past crash and burn because they see you connecting with somebody else and you look happy, independent. Even if you're in a new relationship, you still look independent. Yeah, that past situation completely altered the trajectory of your path, didn't it? Some of you might actually be going through a very important, pivotal part of the healing process. You know what the most important, well, I can't say the most important. They're all important. But the part of the healing process that most people fail to reach is when you're looking back on the past and you're thankful that you went through it. A lot of you were starting to step into that energy. I see now why I was meant to go through that, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went through that. I'm seeing that very heavily coming through here. So with the Tower card, I don't think as much as it's being contemplated and thought about, it's looking like this person's letting go and letting it crash and burn. Could be a Scorpio. We also got Taurus here, Libra, Cancer. All right. Well, that looks like that covers the actions part of the past person. Let's see what the past person's actual intentions are. For those of you inquiring about a past person, what are their actual intentions? What do they really want? The Hermit. They're just kind of sticking to themselves and laying low right now. Okay, so they feel like they have no choice but to walk away. Yeah, no, they feel like they have no choice but to walk away. Like there is no choice in the matter. There's no point in even thinking about reconciliation because you're doing too much better now. At least it looks like it from their end. So they're just kind of laying low and working on their goals. It's not really telling me how they feel about you. Obviously, they feel some type of way, though, or they wouldn't even be thinking about you at all, you know? Let's look at the next person coming in. What's that situation all about? Okay, so like you just heard me tell Gemini that this is a slow, well, no. For you, it's a slow, gradual transitionary process. But for pretty much all of us, ready or not, it's time for a new cycle. But I think the universe is taking it easy on you. Because I think you're being slowly prepared, and you probably have been slowly prepared. I think a lot of you have been slowly, gradually transitioning out of the old cycle since probably December. So a lot of the really big changes that are going to start happening to everybody collectively probably won't smack you nearly as hard because you've been being prepared for it probably for some months before things really start changing up for you in your life. So again, it's going to be on a totally different level. Thank you, Angie, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm also kind of feeling, though, like with the next person that comes in, I don't feel like it's going to be a really, really, really heavy emotional connection in the beginning. Not really heavy. Y'all are kind of keeping each other at an arm's distance, probably for about the first month. Yeah, probably about the first month. You know, we're together. You know, I'm digging you. I know you digging me, but we're kind of keeping each other at an arm's distance just to be safe before somebody actually comes forward and actually opens up and starts really being emotional. You know, maybe the person that comes in next might be a little bit immature, could possibly be a little bit younger than you, but not in a bad way, though. Not in a bad way. It actually kind of feels like this person has a really good head on their shoulders, honestly. What advice do we have? What advice do we have? Just make sure there can be teamwork. Make sure there can be teamwork. Okay, a relationship, a successful, healthy relationship doesn't just mean that both of us come together and then we kick our feet back and then we just stay idle for the rest of our lives. If we're going to have a healthy relationship, we're going to come together and we're going to grow and build together. You can't build without a team that works together. See what I'm saying? Thank you, Lauren, for that super chat. Appreciate you. Thank you. So there has to be able to be teamwork. You do what you're good at. I'll do what I'm good at. I let you do what you're good at and I stay out of your way. You let me do what I'm good at and stay out of my way. See what I'm saying? So just make sure there's teamwork. What are your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations for the future? Can I take those and mix them with mine so that we can build an empire together? Make sure there's teamwork. That's so important, dude. So important. All right, Virgo. Hang on, I want to clear the air a little bit for Virgo. Hold up. Let's clear the air a little bit real quick. It's getting a little bit dense in here. Getting a little bit dense up in here. All right, Virgo. Virgo. What messages do we have, man? What messages we got? Boom. Uh-oh. 4 of Wands in the reverse. So whoever you're connecting with, it just doesn't really seem like the universe is wanting to open that door. I don't know. Maybe this could be a right person, wrong time type thing, you know, which please get that idea out of your head. The universe is not that stupid. Now, the two of you may have a soul contract. Okay. You very well may, but for whatever reason, it's not really looking like that door is opening. Whatever obstacles are coming in between the two of you, one or the other of you isn't really putting forth a lot of work, energy, or effort to overcome those obstacles. Not a whole lot. Like, say, conflicting work schedule, for example. You know, like, and my only free day is Saturday, and you work on Saturday, but you don't have to work on Saturday. You don't have to. You just take on that day as a little bit of extra time, you know, for a couple extra bucks on your paycheck. And if you took that Saturday off once, it wouldn't hurt you that bad. You know, you wouldn't not be able to pay your rent or not be able to pay your bills. So it would actually be very, very easy for you to say, I'm not going in this Saturday. but you ain't doing that. You're going to go into work anyways, knowing damn good and well you don't really have to. You know that type of shit? When it's like there's a little bullshit ass obstacle in the way that you don't really care to get that obstacle out of the way. That type of energy. Does that make sense? Whatever the obstacle is, it doesn't look like this person's trying to work around that obstacle. There could be a third party. Oh. Or there's at least a third energy in here. This person's either interested in somebody else or still in love with somebody from the past, I'm thinking. One of the two. But you can't quit thinking about this person, can you? I feel like whoever this is, they live in your head rent-free. It could be affecting you in ways that you may not be aware of, too. You know what? I think the universe is kind of doing you a favor, though, to be honest with you. Think the universe is doing you a favor. I don't think this is somebody that you really need in your life. I don't think so. So by not opening that door, the universe is doing that to spare you, not to punish you. Now, it's not giving me any indication as to whether or not this is a past person or just a love interest. Take it however it resonates, but could be an Aries for some of you with the Fool card here. But yeah, I think this person's a little bit afraid to come forward, honestly. They probably know that you'll catch on to their game. Now, Seven of Swords people, man, a true blue Seven of Swords ass person, once they reach a certain age, they know that not everybody is that easily fooled. Not everybody is that easily manipulated. Not everybody just lets you blow smoke up their ass. There's some people who be watching, paying attention, and hey, I ain't never personally met a Virgo that ain't watching and paying attention. I ain't never met one. Not saying they're not out there, but every Virgo I've ever connected with, they fucking watching. I'm watching. I'm listening to you. I'm paying attention to your punk ass. You ain't going to be able to pull a slick one on me. I'm paying attention. So that could be the problem here. All right, let's see. The person from the past. Let's see if the person from the past is taking action towards Virgo. High Priestess reversed. They're trying to find somebody new right now. By the way, I don't think they're very successful with that. They may be struggling and frustrated because they can't find nobody new. Yeah, no, they're trying to find somebody new. That's their number one priority. And I don't think it's very successful. What are their feelings and intentions towards you? Putting on a show. Why does that always come through for everybody? That comes through so frequently because we live in this age now where I got this little thing in my pocket and I spend so much time trying to make it look like I'm living a certain life, trying to make it look like I'm happy and healed and whatnot, but they're not. It's bullshit. I think they're actually lonely and struggling, trying to find somebody new. Who's the next person due to come in? Four of Pentacles. Knight of Wands reversed. So the next person coming in is going to really seriously want to take things slow, and they might be kind of slow to open up. So in the beginning, you might kind of struggle a little bit and lose patience because this person's taking things very, very slow and they're not opening up immediately. They're not opening up right away. But the reason being, I think, is because they're still in the middle of a healing process. Yeah, see, this person's a mess. It's going to require some patience with this next person. So for the first 30 days, it's going to require a little bit of patience. It's patience. And I'm not, when I say patience, I don't mean that you connect with somebody and nothing is made official and you're sitting around and waiting for weeks and weeks and months for this person to make it official. That's not what I mean. That's just bullshit. I'm talking, we actually come together and it's made official. Like, I want to be with you. You want to be with me. We change our relationship status. We be posting each other on social media, but I'm keeping you kind of at an arm's distance, and I'm not really letting you all the way in at first. And it might throw you off balance just a little bit, but this person has a lot of shit that they are going through. So that's the thing. When you first get with somebody, anybody who's going through a lot of shit, they want to make sure they're safe to open up and be themselves around you. They want to make sure of that. If you do anything that leads them to believe that you might judge them, or, you know, like if you're a loose cannon, you get real pissed off real easy, or if you're just generally judgmental, then a person might throw that guard up and keep it up. What's the advice? What is the advice? Woohoo! Lover's card. Oh, man, I'm going to tell you what. You're going to want 10 of Cups, lovers. You're going to want to be in the right headspace or the right heart space. I've been telling y'all, I've been seeing this card come out for more signs in more readings for the last month or two than my whole career. You know who this is, right? This is your fucking person. Lots of people. Obviously not everybody, but a lot of people are connecting with their actual person in 2024. A lot of people. A whole lot. And I'm going to tell you what. It ain't what you think. It's not anything like anything you've ever experienced in the past. So if you're trying to recreate something that you felt before in the past, you may as well throw that out the window. It's going to completely exceed and transcend anything you ever thought you knew about human romance. It's not going to be nothing like the shit you hear about in the music. It's not going to be nothing like the bullshit you see in the movies. It's going to be so much deeper, so much heavier and more intense than that. This person is gonna connect to you on a level deeper than probably anybody has ever connected to you in your life. This person will probably connect to you on a level so deep you didn't even know you had that level in there. You didn't even know it went that deep, like for real. So patience is definitely a virtue. And just be very picky and selective who you connect with until that person shows up. Because they're going to rock your socks off when they show up. You won't need to come ask me shit. All right, Libra. Libra. What messages do we have for the Libra collective? What messages do we have? Uh-oh, 9 of Pentacles reversed. If this may not be everybody, but if you were wondering whether or not you were being taken advantage of or whether or not you are being taken advantage of, if that question is in your mind at all, here's the card for it. Now, this energy can manifest itself in many, many, many different ways, but let me just put it to you like this. If you come to me and you ask me, is this person or was this person using me for my money? This is the card I'm looking for. Financial codependency. Hang on, it's not ready yet. This deck is asleep, y'all. Hang on. One more. Ooh, we got that King of Cups, though. Ah, this is past energy. I think somebody from the past still in love with you. Yep, somebody from the past still got feelings for you. But they're giving up on it, throwing in the white towel because they've been giving you the silent treatment. I think they've kind of been trying to manipulate you with the silent treatment, especially if you all have been on and off. Again, I know that's not everybody, but there's one or two of you who have been on and off with this person, and you run back every time. So they got you, or so they think. They think they know how to push the right emotional button to get whatever reaction out of you they want. They think. I know that's not everybody, but even if it wasn't on and off, I still think that's what this person's been trying to do. And it didn't work. It didn't work. So they throwing in the white towel. Again, what have I been telling everybody? Ready or not, time for a new cycle. Time for something to make its way in that actually has serious successful potential. Yeah, with the past person, I'm not seeing communication. Not seeing much of anything, honestly. So if you're wondering about a past person, if you're waiting on a past person, you're going to be waiting. You're going to be waiting a minute. Yeah, I don't think the majority of you are actually waiting on that person, though. I know some of you are, but I honestly feel like the majority of the Libras who are connecting with this reading right here, you ain't even waiting on that past person. Look who's coming in next. Emperor and the Empress. Masculine and feminine counterparts. Well, let's look and see what the past person's actual intentions are and feelings, what their energy looks like. Five of Wands reverse. They want to clear the air and squash the beef. Yeah, they still be having dreams about you at night, dude. I think they just feel unfinished business. They just want you to want them. That's what it is. I don't think they're actually trying to get back with you. I don't think they're trying to reconcile and rebuild. You know, let's come back and try it again. I know what I need to work on. You know, I'm going to work on this. And let's see if we can give this another try. I'm going to work on me. They just want you to want them. That's what it is. Who's the next person due to come in? Next person due to come in. Woohoo! Like I said, success. Right now, you're at a crossroads, though. You're actually at a crossroads right now. So there's still a crossroads as to whether or not you want to, like, okay, so here's the crossroads. You can evolve to the next level or repeat a past cycle with the King of Cups in the reverse. And at the end of the day, there is no right path, wrong path. Because to be 100% honest with you, if you didn't learn the lesson in the past, you're much better off repeating that past cycle than just simply taking my word for it. You're much better off because you have to learn it. And just hearing me say it and taking my word for it, that's not going to really teach you anything. Not really. So if you really don't quite understand exactly why you should stay away from the past person, then go back and get with them again. And do it again and again and again and again until it clicks. Because I don't think you have any other miscellaneous soul contracts due to come in. I think you've cleared all your karma. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else due to come in. No lessons that you need to learn. You've learned the majority of the lessons, or you've at least been put through all of the experiences that were meant to teach you all your lessons. So there's no contract due to come in before your actual person. What's the advice? What is the advice? Don't hang around and wait on nobody. Don't hang around and wait on nobody. I don't care who it is. 10 of Cups, man. I'm telling you. Don't hang around and wait on nobody. We doing this or we not? Which one is it? Which one is it? I don't care if it's a past person or a new person. We're doing this or we're not. It's up to you. If you tell me you're not sure, I don't know, we'll see, that means no. All right, never mind. I'm not waiting on you. Nope, not waiting on you. Not waiting on you. The universe is not that dumb. The universe ain't going to make me sit around and wait. If you're my person, and we supposed to connect, we going to connect. So I don't know why that came through or who needed to hear that, but yeah. If a door ain't trying to open, don't try to kick it open. If you can't have somebody that'll work with you to overcome any obstacles with you, don't try to kick that door open. Don't sit around waiting and wishing for that door to open. If you've been sitting around waiting for weeks and weeks and weeks, waiting to see if this connection's going somewhere, 3 of Wands reversed. Don't do that. Yeah. Again, you too. You too. Ready or not? Ready or not? It's time for a new cycle. Ready or not? So if you didn't learn the lesson from the past, you're still starting a new cycle. And that makes it a little bit difficult. Whenever unlearned lessons from the past travel with you to a new cycle, that's going to pile on top of the new lessons that need to be learned in the new cycle. You know, you don't never stop learning lessons, right? You know that, right? You never stop facing challenges and obstacles in life. You know that, right? Not here on planet Earth, you don't. You ain't going to get to a point where you kick your feet back and there are no challenges. You will experience challenges in some way, shape, form, or fashion until you leave this planet. They just come in levels. Right now, you're at this level. You are due to move up to this level. Anything you didn't learn on this level is going to carry forward into the next level. And it's going to make that next level a little bit more difficult. But there is no soul contract due to come in, I don't think, before your person. For the majority of you, I know that's not 100% of you, but for the vast majority of you. And I think y'all know who you are, too. Y'all know who you are. All right. Scorpio. 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 What messages do we have? 6 of Wands reversed. Man, some of y'all kicking yourselves in the ass for wasting your time. Or maybe some of you are just really blaming yourself. Feeling like a failure. Did you get played? Did you get played? Some of y'all dealt with a player and you're kicking yourself in the ass, feeling like you failed. Oh, yeah. Okay. 6 of Cups in the reverse. I still see a real strong grudge being held here, honestly. I don't know who's holding it. With the Death card reversed next to the 6 of Cups reversed, that feels like your energy. But if you can honestly tell yourself that you're not, I think it's them holding a grudge on you. There's still a grudge being held here. But see, here's the thing. The person that you dealt with is still playing the victim. They still playing the victim, whether they were or not. Anytime your name comes up in conversation, this person still plays the boo-hoo, poor pitiful me card. Okay. Knight of Cups in the reverse. So whoever the next person due to come in is, it doesn't look like they're coming in right now. Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah. Things are moving kind of slow right now. Well, it feels like they're moving slow. By the time things start happening, you're going to realize that it was moving faster than you thought. But right now, it kind of seems like things are moving a little bit slow. 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. You are definitely stepping into and embodying the full spectrum of independence, though. So this is the full spectrum. Most of the time, when we use the word independent, this is what most people are referring to. They think independent just means I can take care of myself. That's not the full spectrum of independence, being able to take care of yourself. Emotional independence means being able to take care of your own happiness, being able to take care of your own emotional state, not depending on anything or anyone to be your only source of happiness. A lot of you are really, really walking into and embodying that energy. Laying low, kind of keeping to yourself for the very most part. Some of y'all could have dealt with a Leo in the past. Let me see if the person from the past has taken action towards you. Is the person from the past taking action towards Scorpio? High Priestess. Looks like they're staying kind of quiet right now. Looks like they're staying kind of quiet. Well, how do they feel about you? What are their actual intentions and feelings? Ooh, they got their guard up. They feel a lot of tension between the two of you. And they really seriously suspect that you are still mad at them. So they're guarded. They definitely guarded. Who's the next person who's due to come in? Ooh, see, you'll know the next person due to come in. Lover's card, man. No matter what deck I pull from, that Lover's card. The next person due to come in, things may seem like they're moving kind of slow, but not really, because y'all communicate like nobody you've ever communicated with ever. Beautiful communication. You'll probably not just form an emotional and spiritual connection with this person, but you'll have a psychological connection with this person. Finishing each other's sentences will look like nothing compared to this. Y'all are going to be like linked up telepathically type shit. Like, not only are we finishing each other's sentences, but we're thinking about the same completely random, unrelated topic. You know how you just be sitting around and just daydreaming about the most random ass shit that has nothing to do with anything and you just kind of keep it to yourself, because there's no point in talking about it because it's so random. And then could you imagine your person talking about the same damn thing? That's one of the scary things that'll happen when you connect with your actual person. That's one of that, but it gets much, much deeper than that. But that's probably one of the first things you're going to notice. It's going to be a real strong connection too. Look, communication. You're going to be connecting with somebody that you're able to communicate with on a level you never have before with anybody else. Ain't going to be no guessing games. Ain't going to be no hints and suggestions and, expecting you to read my mind and you should know how I feel. And that bullshit ass game ain't going to be like that. Ain't going to be no hint and you should know how I feel, blah, blah, blah. That bullshit. That's manipulation. You gonna know how I feel because I'm gonna fucking tell you how I feel. That's how you gonna know. What's the advice? What is the advice? Okay, so I do think that at some point it's going to be very important to have a conversation with the person from the past. When it feels right. If it still don't feel right, don't do it. But when and if that does come to pass, don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down. Keep your guard up. Get your closure and let it be what it is. Give this person the closure you want to give them. If they ain't satisfied with it, that's on them. If they keep trying to tug and pull, don't do it. Keep that guard up. When it comes to that person from the past, do not let that guard down. And do not bring that person back into your life in any way. No, there is absolutely no reason in the world why y'all need to still be friends. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's fucking drama waiting to happen. That is drama waiting to happen. You got to let go of anything that is tied to the past. Anything. You really ready to step in to a new transformational reality? Let go of the past. Anything and anyone that's in it. All right. Sagittarius. 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 What messages do we have? Boom. Uh-oh. Somebody is indecisive about something. I can't tell if that's you or them. Somebody's up in their head. Whatever the situation is you're dealing with, somebody's up in their head, need to make a decision, and it don't look like they're doing it. Page of Wands reversed. Temperance, that's you, boo-boo. Ah. You know what that means, right? Past energy. Ten of Pentacles, though. No, you know what? I think somebody is patiently waiting for you to let your guard down. I think you got somebody from the past who has not been very successful in their little venture to find somebody new. They already know exactly what they want to say to you. And they are waiting for the right opportunity to slide up in them DMs. Patiently waiting. Could be a fellow Sagittarius for some of you. I also have Taurus and Aries here. But you're moving on to bigger and better things, though. So I feel like you're ignoring this. You're ignoring any attempts to try to get your attention, any attempts to try to get a reaction out of you. Listen, y'all, listen. Hey, PSA. Control of your own focus is your superpower in 2024. Control of your own focus. Don't just control what you focus on, but control what you don't focus on. Don't bite no fucking rage bait in 2024. Don't bite no fear bait in 2024. And definitely don't respond or react to anybody's attempt to get your attention. Don't do that. When somebody's trying to poke you to get a reaction out of you, go cold and don't respond to it. Don't acknowledge that. That is your superpower. I'm telling you. I am telling you. People be trying to pull you off track. People going to try to pull you off track. You got bigger and better things coming in. You got bigger and better things coming in with the Hierophant, King of Cups, 10 of Cups. Yeah, I think some of y'all dealt with a seriously crippling, insecure individual in the past. Five of Swords, telling you. If they try to get your attention, ignore it. If they try to guilt trip you, ignore it. If they start hitting like on your little profile picture, ignore it. Don't even block them. Don't even give them that. Don't even give them that. Just delete the message or archive it or something. You know how you can do that thing on Facebook when somebody writes you and you can tap it and hold on it and it pops it open so you can actually see it without them seeing that you saw it? Don't even do that. If you see this person pop up in your DMs, swipe it and delete it. Don't even block them. That's giving them too much attention. Don't react at all. At all. Just saying. Just saying. All right. All righty. Let's see what the past person's intentions are. I think I kind of got a good idea of that, but what are their actual intentions and feelings? Whoa. Yeah, they're waiting for you to let your guard down. Just waiting for you to forget about it, basically. Page of Wands reversed. Oh man, they trying to start some drama. I think that if they can't get a reaction out of you, they probably going to want to try to like start some drama in your life. Again, don't react to it. Rumors start floating around about you. Shh, don't react to it. You start hearing all this shit. Shh, don't react to it. So here's the thing. Whenever all that noise in your life starts up, rumors start floating around and you start hearing this thing and that thing, shh, don't react to it. If you just stay put and stand in your truth, the universe will take the trash out for you. All you got to do is stay put, stay quiet, stay put. Anybody believes that rumor? Especially if it's a bold-faced lie. Now, if it's a true rumor, that's between you and the universe. But I'm talking somebody spreading a bold-faced lie about you. Somebody believes it. That ain't your people anyways. Just saying. Who is the next person due to come in? Everybody, dude. Everybody. You're starting a new cycle. 2024 is going to be a big old year, y'all. It's going to be a big old ass year. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is, ready or not. This is going to be the beginning of a whole new cycle. Now, it's only the beginning. 2020 and 2021 were the first wall of the hurricane. 22 and 23, we've been in the eye of the hurricane. 2024, 2025 marks the beginning of a whole new world, a whole new cycle. For real, for real. So it's going to be somebody unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before. And it might even trigger your defenses a little bit because you may not trust it. You may think it's too good to be true. It's going to be somebody, I think you're going to be able to be a best friend with this person. That's one thing you're going to notice. And this is somebody who's probably going to give you a real long leash. They probably like their alone time. You know, they're not afraid of being alone. And they'll probably let you just do whatever you do. You know, they're not going to be controlling, possessive, none of that shit. Like the biggest breath of fresh air that it triggers your defenses and you almost don't trust it. What's the advice? What advice do we have? King of Coins reversed, Queen of Wands reversed. So be flexible. Don't be too stubborn. Don't be too pushy. Don't be too demanding. When you enter into a new cycle, everything is going to be out of your comfort zone. Everything. So what that means is anything you thought you knew in the past is going to completely change in the new cycle. Don't be trying to recreate nothing that you've experienced in the past. That's one of the biggest mistakes you see a lot of people make. I hear that question a lot in personal readings. Will I find true love again? Like, wait a minute. Whoa. Again? What do you mean again? Did the past person die or something? Aside from that, and there may only be one or two tiny little exceptions, but unless the person you dealt with in the past is dead, what do you mean again? If it was true love, y'all would still be together. Again. So a lot of people are really going to actually be seeing what true love really is. And whenever you see what true love really is, it's going to blow your mind. You're going to look back in the past and you're going to realize you had never experienced true love before, ever. And do not let this turn into a sex-based connection. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let it be all centered around nothing but sex. You want to make sure that the two of you can have a healthy, happy friendship in the beginning. I'm telling you right now, Some people like to argue that point. You know what? I've never actually met anybody argue that point who's in a successful relationship. I never have. I never have. You hear people argue that point. That, oh, no, you shouldn't be friends with the person that you're with. Everybody that says that, where's their person at? I've never personally met anybody who's in a healthy, happy, successful, thriving relationship with their divine life partner who argues that point. I never have. So if you ain't with your actual person, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay, all right. Capricorn. 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 Boom. Queen of Swords reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords, though. So I'm seeing you communicating with somebody. And for some reason, I feel like you're not really trusting this person. I'm not getting whether this is a past person or a potential new person, but I think this is new. So you're either currently talking to somebody right now in this moment, or it's right around the corner. Because this feels all new to me. This feels all new. New connection, new communication. For some reason, you ain't really trusting this person. And maybe you might be having a little bit of a battle between ego and intuition, trying to figure out whether or not you're being played, trying to figure out whether or not this person is wasting your time. Big ego intuition battle happening here. I do think the two of you do have a karmic contract from a previous lifetime, though. I think so. Yep. For those of you wondering if there's a third party, I'm getting that I should tell you no, there is not. You're still overthinking the hell out of this, though. Up in your head, overthinking this. Got your guard up. Could be an Aquarius for some of you. I also have Pisces, Leo, Cancer, and Taurus. Well, we got to run through and check on the past person first for those inquiring. How's the past person currently feeling about Capricorn? And are they taking actions? First card is how they're feeling. See, they still butt hurt. They still butt hurt. If it doesn't look like they are, trust me, they are. Are they taking any actions? Nah, they're just kind of hanging, laying low and sticking to themselves for now. Focused on their money, focused on their finances, laying low. Some of you may know that this person is hurt, but if it looks like they're not, trust me, they are. So it looks like they're laying low and getting to work, focusing on their goals right now. Could be a Virgo for some of you. I ain't mad at them. If that's what they're doing, that's exactly what they should be doing. Let's see the next person coming in. Queen of Wands reversed. You might not even really be all that interested, honestly. Yeah. You have a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe for some of you, it's just so, you may be so accustomed to dealing with people who pose a challenge. And I just don't really, I feel like this is coming together so smoothly and so naturally and so easy that you're up in your head wondering, because a lot of you have not been in a serious, healthy relationship that actually flows smooth. It's always a challenge. It's always somebody that's not really putting in the work, not really put, a lot of you may not even understand that a healthy relationship dynamic isn't supposed to be challenging in that way. Now, you all will experience challenges together that both of you will work through as a team. But as far as you having to put forth all the work, you putting forth all the effort, trying to get this person's attention, trying to make somebody like you, trying to put forth all the work all by yourself, that's not a challenge that you're going to have to undergo whenever you're with somebody healthy. So it may be having, I don't even think this person has bad intentions. You may be overthinking it, wondering. I don't think so. What's the advice? Yeah, King of Wands upright. They ain't playing games. Make peace with the past. Man, this same universal message keeps coming through for everybody. Better be tying up them loose ends from the past, y'all. Flipping any unturned stones. This is coming through for everybody. And it has been for weeks now. That the coming months are going to be radically transformational for the collective. Globally. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. The beginning of well, not the beginning of the shift, because the shift already began. But we've been kind of chilling for a couple of years now, collectively. Some of the dust died down, and we've been chilling, comfortable, cool, Well, we've just been given the chance to rest and relax. It's going to be time to get to work because another radical transformation, another shift is about to begin here real soon. And that's going to change everything. And you better make peace with that past. I'm telling you, the people who are doing the work in here, making peace with the past, working on themselves, learning lessons, applying those lessons, and really actually putting forth the work, the energy, and the effort to create a better future are going to be taken care of. The people who haven't been, they've just been lazy, sitting on their ass, not making no progress, procrastinating, making excuses, trying to ignore the past and whatnot. They're going to have a real hard time in 2024 and 2025. They're going to have a real hard time. A real hard time. And I don't think the majority of the Capricorn collective is going to have to struggle with that. I don't think so. Not the majority of you. There's always some stragglers in there, but I feel like at least a good 80 to 85% of my Capricorn collective here on my channel ain't going to have to worry about all that. All right, Aquarius, what's up with you? What is up with the Aquarius collective? What's good with the Aquarius collective? What messages do we have? What messages do we have? Ooh, Magician. I don't know how many of you are on a manifestation path, but for those of you on a manifestation path, if the Magician card pops out, what that means is stay on the path, keep doing what you're doing, even if it doesn't look like anything's happening. Trust me, it's coming. Don't sit around and wait on how and when. It's coming. And most of the time, especially a big life-changing manifestation, is not going to happen while you're out there looking for it because you don't know where the fuck to look. How would you know where to look? If you're working on a life-changing transformation that's something unlike anything you've ever experienced before, you ain't going to know where to look, or you would have found it a long time ago. Relax and trust that it's coming. And what always comes up for Aquarius? King, Queen of Swords. It came up reversed this time, though. Kind of feels like there's still somebody you're a little bit pissed off about. Still something you're a little bit pissed off about. Okay. All right. Yep. Definitely past energy here. We got Death card, Tower card, both reversed. That's past energy. So, yeah. I feel like you're abandoning this situation altogether, but you're carrying more of a burden than you're letting on. Trust me, they are too. They are too. But I think y'all are kind of mirroring each other as far as that goes. This bothers both of you, but both of you are pretending that you don't care. Okay, yeah, could have been there could be a third party in the way here too, in some way, shape, or form. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. So King and look, I told you y'all are mirroring each other. Y'all are mirroring each other. You're both carrying the burden. It's bothering both of you, but both of you are pretending you don't care. I think what it really is, though, this person doesn't know how to approach you. This is the Aquarius saga again, isn't it? Because it seems like that Ace of Swords reverse comes up in every Aquarius reading. They don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to start a conversation with you. So if you're wondering about communication from a past person, no, doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. And you know what? That might be a good thing, too. I don't think this is somebody you need to communicate with. Not somebody that you can trust. Ooh, and the 5 of Swords? Yeah. This ain't somebody you need in your life. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. Who do I got here? Let's see. Scorpio, Taurus. Is that it? Scorpio and Taurus. Oh, I got Cancer, too. Scorpio, Taurus, and Cancer. Okay, well, first we're going to look at the past person in the first line. What's the true feelings and intentions of the past person? See, this person don't give 2 shits about you, what you got going on, or what you've been through. This person's very selfish, very self-centered, and it's all about them. They're very focused on themselves. Very greedy and very self-centered. Yeah, they have feelings for you that they are never going to let you know they have feelings for you, ever. They will take that to their grave. Yeah, yeah. And that's what we got. That's what we got with that. Who's the next person due to come in? Okay, it could be a Virgo for some of you. Also have Aries here. So, So there could be a little bit of insecurity and codependency. Emotional codependency. I think this person might be a little bit immature. So this might come right at a time when you're making the conscious decision to just lay low and be alone. And your independence might intimidate this next person coming in. Because I think they're a little bit immature, especially emotionally. So an independent person, an emotionally independent person, I'm not talking about just a person that knows how to take care of themselves. And emotional independence intimidates a lot of people. A lot of people. When you are capable of producing your own happiness for yourself, and you don't need nobody to do that for you, that's intimidating. It shouldn't be, but it is. So that's probably going to be a little bit of a hump that you have to get through in the beginning, you know, to where you have to lay that on the line and let it be known that, I got me. Okay. I'm not responsible for your happiness. You're not responsible for mine. That's not what a relationship is for, you know, and that will probably have to be a boundary that's laid on the line in the beginning. And that'll determine the success of this. Could be a karmic contract for some of you too. So if in the beginning it starts feeling like, this doesn't feel like something I want to mess with, I don't even want to take the chance on this, then back away from it. Back away from it. Completely back away from that. Yeah, see? 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Because if it feels funny in the beginning, and that doesn't really feel like your actual person, then don't do it. The quicker you can identify who's not your person, the quicker you can connect with your actual person. Any advice for Aquarius? Trust the process. Moving forward in the coming months, in the first half of 2024, trust the path. Trust the process. We have to stop trying to figure out how things are going to happen. Got to quit trying to figure that out. Now, I'm not saying be lazy and don't do anything. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is one of the things that gets in people's way more than anything is trying too hard to figure everything out. One of two things usually happens when somebody is so boxed in and fixated on the how and the why. Either A, they sit in the same spot and they don't do shit because they can't figure it out. Or B, they come up with a plan and they start walking this path to execute this plan, and they stay so strictly boxed in that anything that deviates away from their little plan, they'll turn it down and ignore it. They'll shut it out, and they'll reject anything that deviates away from their little plan. Trust the path and trust the process, especially those of you who are manifesting. You on that manifestation path, 90 to 95% of the time, it's going to come when you least expect it and how you least expect it. It'll come. Oh, it'll come. Absolutely. But quit trying to figure out how. Get on the path, start working towards it, and just trust that no matter what happens, it's part of the process. So whatever it is you're manifesting, say something crazy happens tomorrow. Whoa, universe. Okay. Wow, universe throwing a little monkey wrench in here, ain't you? Well, it's going to be interesting when you reveal to me why you had to do this in order to make that happen. Okay, I didn't see this coming. This is going to be a crazy twist ending here, huh? By the time my manifestation gets here, I'm going to look back on this and be like, whoa, I never saw it coming that way. You have to trust the path and trust the process. It's easy to talk about, but it's hard to do. It's tough to do. And you got to be able to hold that trust for 6 months, a year and a half. Seriously, ain't no joke, yo. All right, Pisces. What messages do we have? Whoa, that deck said, hell no. Hang on. Oh, okay. So that deck said, hail to the nah. Put me down. All right. Pisces, what important messages do we have? What important messages do we have for the Pisces collective? Ooh, man, there's a lot of tension between you and somebody. Some of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign, possibly. A lot of tension, though. Unfinished business. That's past energy. Okay, wow. I see a lot of shit coming through here. Wow. Hold up. Damn, where do I start with this? First things first, Lover's card. Okay. So, you know that yo person right around the corner, just like it's been coming through for everybody for the past few weeks. Every sign I've seen this card coming through for everybody. But there's still somebody from the past that you are karmically tied to. And I'm not saying that this is the be all end all, but this is playing a major, major role in what's kind of weighing you down and holding you back from connecting with your actual person. Could be a Virgo for some of you. I also have Sagittarius and Pisces, or I'm sorry, Cancer. Could be a Cancer. Okay. Not really seeing a whole lot happening here, though, with the Page of Pentacles reversed. Not seeing this person taking any action towards you. Not seeing you really taking action towards them. Magician reversed. If you dealt with somebody that you know dabbles in metaphysics and esoterics, it's possible that they could have tried to throw some black magic at you. Do not live in fear of that if that's you. Every time I say that, somebody shows up in my inbox scared to fucking death. Don't be afraid of that. I'm not saying it can't fuck you up. Oh, it can. Oh, it can, especially if they know what they're doing. But what you have to learn how to do is catch it and identify it. If you're being energetically attacked, the only way it works is if you identify with that energy. And it's really easy to do because it creeps up underneath your conscious awareness and overtakes your conscious mind from underneath. So it's real easy. It's so sneaky and clandestine the way it sneaks up there that it's real easy to just identify with it. You just think it's you, and it's not. The minute you say, this is not my energy, I don't claim this negative energetic attack. I am releasing this. It's not wanted here. It's not needed here. Poof, it's gone. It's gone. But it's hard to do that, though. It is hard to do that because whenever we start being overtaken by that energy, we get addicted to it and we keep wanting to reinforce it. And, it's hard to put a halt to it and say, this is not my energy. I don't claim this. It's not wanted here. It's not needed here. It's going to leave. Guess where it's going? Guess where it's going? Back to the person who threw it at you. It's going back to the person that threw it at you. Well, it's going to make its way back to them anyways. It doesn't matter. But that'll speed the process up. Now, again, I know that's not everybody, but everybody always gets scared and they show up in my inbox, scared to death. Don't be afraid of that. The person doing it to you is going to fuck themselves up 10 times worse than they could have dreamed fucking you up. It's going to come back to them. There ain't no question about that. That's not Rich Lopp's opinion. That's an immutable universal law. The vibrations that you cast are returned back to you, period. And if you intentionally try to use divine energy to hurt somebody, that's going to come back and hit you tenfold. That's a promise. So don't be scared of that. Anyway, let's look at the past person, see how the past person's feeling about Pisces. How's the past person feeling about Pisces? First card is how they're feeling. Bam. Okay. They don't really have a very positive outlook on this situation. They don't feel like it's even possible for the two of you to ever have anything successful. Are they taking any action? No. They feel a real strong connection with you, but they're not taking action towards it. Yeah, they don't. It's a good thing though, because for those of you wondering whether or not this person has changed, they may have changed their damn shirt, but that's about it. They still don't care what you got going on. They don't care why you did what you did, why you're doing what you're doing. They don't care what you've been through, why you made the decisions that you made. They don't care. Doesn't matter to them. So if you're wondering whether or not this person's ever going to open their heart and take your feelings into consideration, it don't look like it. It does not look like it. Who's the next person due to come in? Page of Swords. Okay. So it's going to start off mainly as communication. Page of Swords, Ace of Swords. And you're going to notice that it's really good communication. Really good. Oh, all three of them, dude. All three of them. You're going to connect with somebody that communicates with you on a level you probably have never really communicated with anybody. And that came through for Scorpio. So it could be a Scorpio for some of you, because I think that was in the Scorpio reading too. Same thing, same message. But there ain't going to be no hints, no little guessing games. It's not going to be, you should know how I feel. You should read my mind. And none of that bullshit, none of that manipulative bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to know how you feel because you're going to tell me. And you're going to know how I feel because I'm going to tell you. And we're going to be able to link up and communicate like that, not just emotionally, not just energetically and spiritually, but psychologically and telepathically in a way that like nobody ever has before. There will be no guessing games. It'll be straight, fluent communication. Straight, fluent communication. But it'll probably start off as mainly communication at first. Really stimulating conversations. Any advice? Any advice? Ooh, King of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Don't let nobody play mind games with you. Do not argue with a manipulator. Especially those of you who dealt with a narcissist, a real one. Okay. If you dealt with a real narcissist, don't argue with them. Don't try to explain yourself to them. Don't try to explain your side of the story. Don't try to bring logic to the table. But whether it's a narcissist or not, if you got somebody playing mind games with you and manipulating you, don't argue with them. Don't do it. Let them win, or let them think they won. But, let them win. You can have it. All right. Don't waste your time arguing with an idiot. If you argue with an idiot, you become the idiot. Okay? It's going to be very, very important that not only do you learn lessons from the past, but you're going to have to take all those lessons that you learned in the past and apply them moving forward to the next person coming in. And this is really going to help you transmute and heal from the past through this new relationship. Like you've heard me say 100 times, the end goal in healing is not let go and the pain goes away. That's not the end goal in healing. The end goal in healing is gratitude. Gratitude. So whenever you are able to take a look back in the past and see so clearly how what happened to you in the past is actually helping you in the future, you'll express gratitude. I promise you, you will. I promise you, you will. When you're able to take a past experience, no matter how painful it was, and use it to create something new in the future, you'll express gratitude. You'll be thankful that you went through that. When you're able to create something more successful than anything you've ever experienced before, and the only way you're able to do it is by extracting wisdom from something that hurt you, you'll express gratitude. I promise you that. A lot of you are going to be finding yourselves thankful for some shit that hurt you in the past, like you never thought possible. Promise you that. All right. Well, I feel like those were the messages that all my signs of the zodiac needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. I am eternally grateful for every last one of you that tuned in, played along, and showed love, support, and positive feedback. That is what makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look down in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.